Hi everybody. This is my 2007 Dodge Ram. I just got it. Well, I didn't just get it. I got it in May 2021, and I had it towed home knowing that I was going to have to rebuild the engine, which I did, and I just got it going a week ago or something like that. In fact, today is Sunday, and Friday I just got it licensed. Anyway, enough about that. You can see the hood is up right now, and I've got a problem with it. Engine's running great, but the problem I have with it is it's not going into overdrive. And as you can tell by what I was telling you, which is why I was telling you, I don't have any history of driving this truck because I did have it towed home and everything, so I don't know too much about it. But let me turn this on for a second, and I will show you. Now we got a check engine light down here, okay? And that pretty much stays on. And let me turn it off here for a second. Let me turn it off, sorry. And I'll talk to you for a second. So that, well, there. So that engine light stays on, and what it comes up, the code reader says it's a P0344, which is a camshaft position sensor. Which I don't know. You know, it doesn't make much sense to me if that would have. That's the only code it has, so I don't know why my overdrive is not working. It may be completely different. I'm being honest here, and I am just throwing parts at this thing. We're going to replace that camshaft position sensor, but again, I'm just throwing parts at it here to see what's going on, because I've been trying to study it, been trying to find some information. I did find on a forum that I was just looking at on the internet. It was a Dodge forum, and somebody asked the exact same thing. They had their overdrive wasn't working. I believe he had a 2011, but the overdrive wasn't working, and he had the engine light was on, and it was the same code, the camshaft position sensor. And one guy replied to him and said that he has heard that it's a wheel speed sensor, which I'm like, gosh, we're just, you know, going all over the place here. But it could be, you know, these electrical problems, you just don't know what they are sometimes. But the guy never, he said he went and kind of looked at his wheel speed sensor. He didn't say he replaced it. He said he cleaned, well, I don't know if he cleaned it. He said it looked clean. And anyway, so we don't know. Let me, but also another thing with this thing is my, which almost makes me kind of think it could possibly be something to do with the wheel sensor. This every once in a while comes up. I'm going to show you the lights. They are the brake and the ABS lights. They'll light up when I turn the key on here. Yeah, see these, all three of these lights here, they stay lit up, they don't stay lit up, but they occasionally come on too, and they'll be on for a little while. Now, they were just a little while ago. I went up to the parts store and bought the camshaft sensor, and they came on for a little bit, and then they went back off. So, I don't know, I'm confused about the whole thing, but again, well, let me give you a detail of what happens. I drive the truck. It shifts perfectly into second and into third, right about 2,500 RPMs each time, and but it just won't shift into overdrive. So I mean, it shifts nice, just won't go into overdrive. And then of course, getting up to 70 miles an hour, it's running about 3,000 RPMs. That's just, of course, way too much. And then when I let off the gas, it kind of almost shudders a little bit, like in relief that I'm not pushing it so hard, you know. But anyway, here's the camshaft position sensor. It is not easy to see right here. Sorry, but I will try to show it to you. It's right down in here. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. It's yeah, right down in there, inside there. So I'll have to remove a couple things. It should be fairly easy to do. It looks like I have that EGR valve kind of in the way a little bit, this little shiny thing right here, but I think I can squeeze past that okay. I sure don't want to take it out if I don't have to. But let me get set up, and we'll get this stuff out of the way and see what we can do. Alright, we got to take the air breather out of the way. So pull that off, and here, pull that up here where you can see. It's just got a little hose clamp on here. Loosen that guy. Give it a little wiggle. There we go. I need to undo these guys. Just these little clips on here. I'm missing one on this side. There we go. Get that out of the way. Now this guy just lifts up out of here. It's stuck on 4 little posts. Two little deals here, and then these two up here. Sorry if you can see that. I don't know. I can't see in my viewfinder. Anyway, there's 2 here, and then 2 here. They just pull up out of there. There's little posts down in the side, down inside there. 2 here, and 2 here. 2 here, and 2 here. I'm going to try to get you guys down here to maybe see if you can see what that looks like in here. Like I say, it's right in here. That's the thing right down in there. So I don't know if you can see that in there very well or not. It's just put in by one bolt in there. And kind of looks like it's probably about a 10mm. So I'm going to see if that works. Well, folks, I apologize. I recorded this whole thing taking this out, and I didn't have it recording, I guess. I thought it was. I can't see the dang viewfinder out here very well in the bright sun. And anyway, I will try to recreate this best I can for you. I will not take it all the way out, but you'll get the point, and I'll show you. I'm just using a little 1/4" extension. You can use a 3/8 or whatever, but this is a 10mm socket on the end of here. This is a little longer than what I need, but it worked just perfect. And you just go in there and you know, unscrew that bolt. It's 1 bolt. Here's what your sensor looks like, and there's 1 bolt that goes in here. That connector connects onto the top of here like that. Anyway, you pull that 10mm bolt out. Now I had to take and I couldn't quite get my fingers down in there, so I had to take my needle nose, just kind of wiggle it like this, and just let me get a little better. It was down in here like this, and I just kind of wiggled it out and pulled it out of the hole. Came out fairly easily, but I just had put that in not too long ago, obviously, because I rebuilt the engine, so it hadn't been in there very long. Might be a little tougher for you if it's been in there a while, but I don't think they're usually too bad. Anyway, I pulled the sensor out first, and then I undid the electrical connector to it, and it was pretty simple. I couldn't really see down in there, so I just pulled it out. It was easier to have it out here, and but anyway, I just pulled it. You just take and squeeze it like this, and it pulls right off. Mine came off pretty easy. And then, of course, just the opposite going back in. So anyway, having said that, now, that actually fixed the problem. I went for a drive already, and well, first I got in, hooked my code reader up to it, cleared the codes, and went for a drive. My check engine light did not come back on, and I can shift into overdrive now. I was pretty reluctant to replace that sensor. It just didn't really make much sense to me. So even though the code reader said that, I just wasn't believing it, I guess. And but that is what it was, and I just wanted to share that with you guys, that that's what fixed it. And also, on a side note, I found out, well, yesterday I was driving it. Again, I've not driven this thing too much, and I didn't know. I had tried to use the cruise control. Well, every time I could turn the cruise control on, I'd get a little, it would say in a green light, green letters on my dash there, it would say cruise. And then when I would try to set the cruise, it would turn the cruise off each time. The light would disappear. It would turn off. It never would set. But now it works. So that's another thing you guys might want to check if you do have that problem. You know, that might be a symptom. So anyway, just wanted to, I always just like to put these little things out here. It was kind of a mystery to me. Still doesn't really make a ton of sense, but I'm not a mechanic. I never have been. But anyway, but that is what it was. The My overdrive was not working, and it turned out to be a camshaft position sensor. And that is what the code said, a P0344. So I'm going to put this back together, and I hope this might help somebody. And thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you next time.